So, dear students, today we will start the new chapter, that is General Principles and Processes of Isolation of Elements. General Principles and Processes of Isolation of Elements. What is the meaning of isolation? Isolation means separation or extraction of elements. So in this chapter, we are particularly study the extraction of metals, extraction or isolation of metals. So therefore, the process is known as metallurgy, the study of extraction or isolation of metals from their ores is known as metallurgy. So, before that we will understand how metals occur in nature. So, what are metals? You know, metals are the elements which are mostly present in the left side of the periodic table. They are usually solids. They are good conductors of electricity, etc. We have studied what are metals. But first thing, how metals occur in nature. How metals occur in nature. So, in the nature, metals occur either in the free state or native state or in the combined state. In metals, in nature, metals occur either in the free state or in the combined state. This is the first point. Second point, what are the elements or what are the metals which occur in the free state? Metals like gold, platinum, mercury, etc., which are relatively less active. Therefore, they occur in nature in the free state or uncombined state or in native state. So this is the first point. So how metals occur in nature? Write down how metals occur in nature. In nature, metals occur either in the free state, free state is also called as native state, or in the combined state, So what is the meaning of free state and combined state? Say for example, gold platinum, mercury. What is the formula of gold? It is Au, platinum is Pt, mercury is Hg. So these are the metals which are less reactive. They don't want to react with any other metals. Therefore, in nature, they will occur in the free state. They do not occur in the combined state. They do not react with oxygen. They do not react with carbon dioxide. They do not react with other elements. Therefore, they occur in nature in the free state. Whereas the rest of the metals will occur in the nature in the combined state as compounds. Say for example, these metals combine with oxygen forming oxides, carbon dioxide to form carbonates, sulfur to form sulfides, etc. So native state or free state means metals will occur in the nature in the uncombined state. Uncombined state means they do not react with other elements, therefore they occur in the free state, uncombined state or native state. It is also called as metallic state. So this is the first question, how metals occur in nature. In nature, metals occur either in the free state or native state or in the combined state. So this is first point. Second point, less reactive metals like gold, its formula is Au, platinum, Pt, and mercury, Hg are present in the free state or native state. It is also called as metallic state. So this is the second point. Coming to the third point, rest of the metals will present in the nature in the combined state as compounds. So rest of the metals other than gold, platinum and mercury, rest of the metals will combine with the other elements in the nature to form compounds. So that state is known as combined state, and rest of the metals will present in the nature in the combined state as compounds such as oxides. Rest of the metals may present as oxides by combining with oxygen, carbonates containing CO3 minus, carbonates, sulfides combined with sulfur, chlorides combining with chlorine, sulfates, nitrates combining with NO3, nitrates, sulfates, phosphates, etc. Sulfates, SO4 minus, phosphates, PO4 3 minus, etc. So other than gold, platinum and mercury, rest of the metals will present in the nature in the combined state as compounds such as oxides. For example, iron combined with oxygen. Iron will not present in the free state, it will be present in the combined state. When it combines with oxygen, it forms iron oxide. When it combines with carbon dioxide, it forms carbonates. When it combines with sulfur, it forms iron sulfide, iron chloride, iron nitrate, iron sulfate, iron phosphate, etc. So this is how the rest of the metals will present in the nature in the combined state as their compounds, such as metals may be present in the form of oxides, carbonates, sulfides, chlorides, nitrates, sulfates, phosphates, silicates, etc. And next point, metals like silver. Metals like silver. What is the formula of silver? Ag. And copper. What is the formula of copper? Cu are present. Copper and silver are present both in the free state as well as in the combined state, in nature. So you have to remember, metals will present either in the free state or in the combined state in nature. What are the metals which are present in the free state? Gold, platinum and mercury. What are the other metals which are present in the combined state? Rest of the metals will present in the combined state as their compounds. Metals like silver and copper are present both in the free state as well as in the combined state. So next point. So we have got many metals in the nature, out of which aluminum is the most abundant metal in the earth crust. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the earth crust. So it is about 8.3%. It is about 8.3%. So which is the element which is present mostly? So aluminum is the most abundant metal in the earth crust. So next comes iron. Iron is the Fe is the second most abundant element in the earth crust. So on the surface of the earth, the most abundant element, which is the element which is present abundantly, aluminum is the most abundant element, and then comes iron. Iron is the second most abundant element in the earth crust. So now, to study the isolation of metals from their ores or minerals, first we will know some terms. What are those terms? So first we will know what is a mineral, what is an ore, etc. So next write down, what is a mineral? What is a mineral? Say for example, if I want to isolate or extract iron, so we will go in search of the iron compounds in the earth crust. So those iron compounds in the earth crust are: number 1, hematite; number 2, magnetite; number 3, siderite; number 4, iron pyrites. Hematite, what is its formula? Fe2O3. Magnetite, Fe3O4. Siderite, FeCO3. And iron pyrite, FeS. So, when we go in search of iron on the earth crust, we will have these compounds of iron, namely hematite, Fe2O3, magnetite, Fe3O4, siderite, FeCO3, iron pyrite, FeS. So, iron combines with oxygen forming hematite. Iron also combines with oxygen forming this compound magnetite, and iron combined with carbon dioxide forming iron carbonate, ferrous carbonate, and iron combined with sulfur forming iron pyrites. So these are all called the minerals of iron. Minerals of iron. Minerals of iron. Then what are minerals? And also gold will present in the earth in the free state. Gold is present in the earth in the free state, namely gold particles are present in nature, platinum particles are present in nature, mercury particles are present in nature along with dust, mud, etc. So these are also called as gold particles along with sand, mud, etc. is also a mineral. Then what is a mineral? Mineral is the naturally occurring material. The naturally occurring material containing the metals. Naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metal compounds. The naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metal compounds and which can be obtained by mining. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣನ ಐರನನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಓರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಿನರಲನ್ನು ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐರನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕುದುರೆಮುಖ್ ಐರನ್ ಓರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ. So there these are all the minerals. Iron is present as hematite, iron is present as magnetite, iron is present as siderite, iron is present as iron pyrite. These are all the compounds of iron, and some metals also present in the native state. So the material which is obtained in nature, which contains either the metals or the metal compounds which are obtained during mining, is called a mineral. What is a mineral? Naturally occurring material. Naturally occurring material which contains the metals or the metal compounds and obtained during mining is called the mineral. Write down what is a mineral. The naturally occurring material. Naturally occurring material. This material is present in nature. It is naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds. Naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds and obtained ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್, ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಐಸೋಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಅರ್ದಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ by using instruments such as JCB or like that materials, that is known as mining. During mining is called a mineral. Naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds and obtained during mining. ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ತರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಗುಡ್ಡೆ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಿನರಲ್. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಅಕರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್, ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಿನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಮಿನರಲ್. ಎ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ minerals. Metal can have number of minerals. Say for example the minerals of iron are number 1 hematite Fe2O3, magnetite magnetite Fe2O3, siderite siderite FeCO3, iron pyrites PYRITES, it is FeS. These are all the minerals of iron. Minerals of iron. So naturally occurring material containing the metal or the metallic compounds and are obtained during mining are called minerals. Is called a mineral. A metal can have number of minerals. Iron can have number of minerals. Iron can have hematite, magnetite, siderite, iron pyrites. These are all the compounds of iron which are naturally occurring metallic compounds are called minerals. So out of these minerals, the mineral from which metal can be extracted economically or cheaply and by conveniently is called the ore. So out of these 4 minerals, iron can be extracted using hematite. Iron can be extracted economically and conveniently using hematite. Therefore, hematite is the ore of iron, but these are all the minerals of iron. All are minerals out of which the metal iron can be extracted cheaply and conveniently using hematite. Therefore, hematite is the ore of iron. It is the ore of iron. Then what is an ore? So third question, what is an ore? O-R-E. What is an ore? The mineral from which metal can be extracted. Extraction is also called as isolation. Metal can be extracted or isolated. Economically, economically and conveniently. The mineral from which metal can be extracted or isolated economically and cheaply, economically and conveniently is called an ore. Example, hematite, Fe2O3 is the ore of iron. Hematite is the ore of iron since it is extracted from hematite. Since Fe is extracted from hematite. Similarly, bauxite, 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 Al2O3, 2H2O is the ore of aluminium. Bauxite is the ore of aluminium. Why bauxite is the ore of aluminium? Because aluminium is extracted from bauxite economically and conveniently. Therefore, bauxite is the ore of aluminium since aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Since aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Since iron is extracted from hematite, hematite is the ore of iron. Since aluminium is extracted from bauxite, bauxite is the ore of aluminium. So, what is the mineral? Naturally occurring material containing metals or the metallic compounds is called mineral. The mineral from which a metal can have number of minerals. For example, iron can have minerals like hematite, magnetite, siderite, iron pyrites, etc. Out of these minerals, the mineral from which metal can be extracted cheaply or conveniently, and conveniently is called the ore. Out of these minerals, hematite, iron is extracted from hematite, therefore hematite is the ore of iron. Similarly, aluminium can have number of minerals out of which aluminium is extracted using bauxite, therefore bauxite is the ore of aluminium. Bauxite is the ore of aluminium. So now we will study the differences between minerals and ores. Write down differences between minerals and ores. Differences between minerals and ores. So make two columns. So this is the mineral and this is ore. Mineral and ores. What is the first difference? What is the definition of mineral? The naturally occurring material naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds. Naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds is called the mineral. Then what is ore? The mineral, naturally occurring material containing the metals or the metallic compounds is called the mineral. What is the ore? The mineral from which metal can be extracted. Extraction means isolation, separation, obtained. Metal can be extracted economically and conveniently. Economically and conveniently is called an ore. ಓರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅದಿರು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮಿನರಲ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಖನಿಜಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಖನಿಜಗಳು. ಓರ್, ಯಾವ ಮಿನರಲಿಂದ ಮೆಟಲನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ಮಿನರಲ್ಲು ಓರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಓರ್ಸ್. ನಂಬರ್ 2, a metal can have all minerals are not ores. All minerals are not ores. A metal can have number of minerals, but all minerals are not ores. This is because a metal can be extracted using 1 or 2 minerals cheaply and economically. So, therefore, all minerals are not ores. But here all ores are minerals. All ores are minerals. So whatever may be the ore, it becomes a mineral. So the mineral from which metal can be extracted cheaply and economically becomes the ore. Therefore all ores are minerals, but not all minerals are ores. So these are the differences between minerals and ores. So now we will know what is a gang. We have understood the meaning of mineral and ore. Naturally occurring metallic compounds is called a mineral. The mineral from which metal can be extracted economically is called ore. And then what is a gang? Gangue. What is a gang? Say for example, this is the hematite ore. So this is the ore of hematite, HAE, hematite, Fe2O3. Hematite, it is the ore of iron. So in nature, in the earth, hematite is present along with some mud, rock, sand. So this is the ore. So in the nature, the ore is present along with mud, rock, sand. These are all the waste materials. These are all the waste materials which are present along with the ore. These waste materials are called gangue. Gangue. What is a gangue? The waste materials like mud, sand, rock, etc., which are present along with the ore is called gangue. Is called gangue. So, in hematite ore, silica. Silica means marlo. Silica is the gangue. Silica is the gangue which is present along with the ore. So, what is a gangue? What is the ore? The mineral from which metal can be extracted cheaply is called an ore. The unwanted materials, waste materials which are present along with the ore is called gangue. So, write down what is a gangue? The waste material. Waste materials like mud, sand, rock 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 ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಮರಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ರಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ which are present along with the ore is called gangue. So these are all the waste materials, mud, sand, rock, which are present along with the ore are called gangue. Example, silica, SiO2, marlo, is the gangue. Silica is the gangue present along with the ore. Hematite. Fe2O3 along with silica is the gangue. Example for gangue is silica is the gangue present along with the ore hematite. What is hematite? Hematite is the ore of iron. So now we will know some of the important ores of some metals. Some of the important ores of metals. Write down. Give the important ores of the metals. Like give the important or the principal ores of the metals like number 1 aluminium, number 2 iron, number 3 copper, number 4 zinc. Give the important ores of or give the important or the principal ores of the metals like aluminium, iron, copper, zinc, etc. So make a tabular column. Metal, ores, they are also called as ores, minerals. Composition means what is the formula of that ore. Metals, ores and composition. metals, ores and composition. First we will know the aluminium. Aluminium. What is the formula of aluminium? Al. Ores of aluminium. Number 1, bauxite. Bauxite. What is its composition? Al2O3, 2H2O. Bauxite. Number 2, corundum, or it is also called as alumina. Alumina, its formula is Al2O3. Number 3, cryolite. Cryolite. 3NaF, AlF3. 3NaF plus AlF3. This is cryolite. And fourth one is kaolinite. Kaolinite. So it is a form of clay. It is a form of clay and its formula is Al2OH 4 times Si2O5. Si2O5. So these are all the ores of iron, or they are called minerals of iron, you can call it as, out of which bauxite is the ore of aluminium. Bauxite. So this is very important. What is the chief or important ore of aluminium? Bauxite, Bauxite, and its formula is Al2O3 2H2O. Next, corundum or alumina. It is Al2O3. These two are the oxide ores. Cryolite, NaF, AlF3. This is the fluoride ore of aluminium. And then kaolinite, this is the hydroxide ore of aluminium. Al2OH4, SiO5. This is silicate, aluminium hydroxide along with silicate. So these are all the aluminium ores. What are the important ores of aluminium? Bauxite, corundum, cryolite and kaolinite. So you have to remember the formula of bauxite, alumina. Important ore of aluminium is bauxite. Second metal is iron. Iron. What is this formula? Fe. So what are the ores of iron? So ores of iron, as I have mentioned, hematite, HAEMATITE, hematite, and then magnetite, and then siderite, and then iron pyrites, hematite, magnetite, siderite, iron pyrites. Formula of hematite, Fe2O3, magnetite, Fe3O4, siderite, FeCO3 twice, FeCO3, ferrous carbonate, FeCO3, and this one is FeS, ferrous sulfide. So these two are oxide ores. This is the carbonate ore and this is the sulfide ore. Ore containing sulfur is sulfide ore. Ore containing carbonate is carbonate ore. Ore containing oxygen is known as oxide ores. Similarly, these two are the oxide ores of aluminium. This is the fluoride ore. This is the hydroxide ore of iron. So this is aluminium ores. This is iron ores. So which is the ore of iron. Out of these minerals, iron is extracted from hematite. Therefore, hematite is the ore of iron. Bauxite is the ore of aluminium. Bauxite is the ore of aluminium. So, similarly, coming to the next metal, iron and then copper. Copper. What is the formula of copper? Cu. What are the ores? Copper pyrites. Copper pyrites. Number 1. Number 2, malachite. Number 3, cuprite. Number 4, copper glance. Copper glance. Glance. Copper glance. So, what is the composition? So, the third metal is copper. These are all the important metals: aluminium, iron, copper. Ores of aluminium: bauxite, corundum or alumina, cryolite and kaolinite. Coming to the ores of iron: hematite, magnetite, siderite and iron pyrites. Coming to the ores of copper pyrites: CuFeS2. CuFeS2, it is the sulfide ore. It is the ore of copper. So, copper pyrite is the ore of copper. Malachite: CO3, CuOH twice. It is a carbonated hydroxide. Cuprite: Cu2O. And then copper glance. So, copper glance, Cu2S. Cu2S. So, these are the ores of copper: copper pyrites, malachite, cuprite and copper glance. Copper pyrite CuFeS2, malachite CuCO3 CuOH twice, cuprite Cu2O, copper glance Cu2S. So, out of these minerals, copper is extracted from copper pyrites. Therefore, copper pyrite is the ore of copper and it is a sulfide ore. So, oxygen ore is hematite, it is an oxide ore. Aluminium, ore of aluminium is bauxite, it is also an oxide ore. So, coming to the next metal, namely zinc. Zinc, Zn. So, the ores of zinc are: number 1, zinc blende. Zinc blende, it is also called as or sphalerite. Sphalerite, sphalerite, and its formula is ZnS, zinc sulfide. And number 2, this is calamine. Calamine, it is zinc carbonate. And third one is zincite, Zincite. Zincite, it is zinc oxide. Zinc, ZnO. So, zinc blende, calamine and zincite. So, zinc blende, it is the ore of zinc and its formula is zinc sulfide. So, these are all the principal ores or the important ores of the 4 metals, namely aluminium, iron, copper and zinc. So, Which is the ore of aluminium? Bauxite is the ore of aluminium. Which is the ore of iron? Hematite is the ore of iron. Which is the ore of copper? Copper pyrites is the ore of copper, and zinc blende is the ore of zinc. It is an oxide ore. It is also an oxide ore. These two are sulfide ores. So remember, the ores are some of the minerals of all these four metals. So these are also important. So now we will study principle and methods of extraction. Methods of extraction or isolation of metals. So principle and methods of extraction or isolation of metals. So we know what is a mineral, what is a ore, important ores of aluminium, iron, copper and zinc. Now coming to what are the principles or the methods adopted in the extraction of metals. So here we have to know what is metallurgy. What is metallurgy? What is metallurgy? Extraction of metal, extraction of crude metal, from extraction of pure metal from its ore. The process of extraction of metal from its ore is known as metallurgy. Write down, what is metallurgy? The process of extraction of metals, extraction of pure metal from their ores. The process of extraction of pure metals from their ores is called metallurgy. The process of extraction of pure metal from its ore or from their ores is known as metallurgy. Then steps. What are the steps? Involved in metallurgy? What are the steps involved in metallurgy? So now ore inda pure metal barabekadre ಯಾವ steps ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು follow ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? They are called, what is metallurgy? ore ಇಂದ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ, ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓರ್, we will follow some steps. Those steps are steps of metallurgy. Write down. The important steps in metallurgy are: number 1, ore dressing. or concentration of the ore dressing or concentration of the ore. Number 2, extraction of impure metal, extraction of impure metal from the concentrated ore. Extraction of the impure metal from the concentrated ore is the second step, and the third step is a refining of the impure metal. Refining of the impure metal. So these are the important steps involved in metallurgy. Suppose this is the ore. So for example, hematite, this is the ore of iron, is it not? So along with this ore there is gangue, is it not? So there is gangue. So during the extraction of iron from this hematite ore, we have to follow 3 steps. First step is concentration of the ore or ore dressing. We have to remove the unwanted material which are present along with the ore. We have to remove the unwanted materials, namely gangue from the ore. That is the first step. That is what is known as ore dressing or concentration of the ore. Then you will get pure ore. So second step is extraction of impure metal from the concentrated ore. So after removing the unwanted materials, the ore becomes concentrated ore. From the concentrated ore, how to extract the metal, that is the second step. Extraction of impure metal from the concentrated ore. So in the third step, in the second step we will get some impure metal. So in the third step, purification of impure metal, that is the last step, that is refining of impure metal. So these are the 3 steps involved in metallurgy. So I think this is enough for today, and I will continue tomorrow. Okay.